A new look at the Andrewsarchus, the longest Evo event ever, and a lack of tech in ARK 2. You're right kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So, the community crunch has just dropped, and yes, the Andrewsarchus has now been revealed in all of its HD visual glory. One of the three, well, sort of four new creatures that are coming with Fjordur, the next map to join the official roster in June. And my word, does it look good with a 360-degree turret-mounted thing on its back, shooting what I'm guessing is going to be advanced rifle bullets at anything that gets in its way. And wow, surprisingly, it doesn't seem to require a second player, which I thought it might do, having someone needing to jump on that and of course spin around like you would on a normal minigun in the game. But no, it appears you are within that saddle yourself, shooting away on top of the Andrewsarchus itself, and whoa, that certainly spells some questions, one of which is, are you fully protected in that thing and resistant to damage? What we do know at the very least, this thing looks insane, a pretty sizable creature, which is much bigger than I expected when you put it next to the Rex in this artwork, which I'm guessing was once again created by the very talented Mr. Fuego. The question is, of course, how quick is this going to drain your bullets? How much damage is it going to output? And what storage capacity will it have? Because, you know, bullets take up a lot of weight. Nevertheless, I'm very excited to see this one in action, and I can see now why Nekatus, the mod map maker himself, was so excited too. Furthermore, if you don't know, the Andrewsarchus is apparently really fast on the ground. Well, a reliably fast beast of burden, as the devs say. Even going as far as saying its density in water makes it ideal for searching the ocean floor for pearls. But it seems the giant warthog creature may have two different saddles. It seems you can ride it without this by the way the wording has been put out there. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see. But what we do know is the obs, the Fjordur obs, are definitely going to be coming into the official version. It was a wonder if they would, because they are very different looking from the normal obs you see on the traditional maps. Scenery wise, we can't depict too much else. I can't tell if this is a new location or an existing one, but we can confirm what appears to be tropios up there in the sky, further confirming that there are going to be map exclusive creatures coming to this one, because apparently I believe this was exclusive to only Crystal Isles. I know for a while it was on all other maps, but then only reverted back to Crystal Isles, making this again the map that I think is going to be having all of the creatures you're going to want all in one place in ARK's last swan song of a map that we can't wait to play, and you are in for a treat. To very quickly brief you about the other two creatures, the Fjordur is what appears to be a great shoulder-mounted friend with an awesome ability of being able to source your dead carcass from when you last died and get your loot from that body and bring it back home nice and safely. And I'm wondering how that's going to work with, of course, rendering and that, but certainly going to be a great advantage. The Desmodus Draculae, of course, you voted in to be the creature you wanted on the map. We know a little about not enough. It seems a lot bigger than expected, with some blood sucking force about it. But again, I covered these in great depth in previous videos, and I'll leave a link to those in the description. And lest we forget the Fenrir, which is already on the mod map and apparently is going to come to the official version as well, and the Carcharodontosaurus, which is appearing to drop not at the same time as Fjordur and the creatures on that map and going to be released separately. I was hoping it was going to be before that map. I'm expecting now this is definitely going to be after Fjordur drops. If you've not forgotten the excellent adventure, the 7th iteration of this event begins this Monday on April the 11th, with arguably the best skin given in the game so far. Again, I covered all this in a previous news video, but I did want to highlight that yes, your rates will be going up once again through the event, all the way up to 6 times on Classic, but combined with the Evo event that has gone live right now across your servers means you have got the longest running XP event you have probably ever had. Starting now on the 9th with 2 times on official servers, and then moving up to 3 times on Monday, and that running all the way up to Monday, April the 25th is a long time for event usage for you. So get your breeding and harvesting and all of that jazz going on. You're gonna have a lot of time to make the most of that. So a quick shout out to Jade PG who covered this story earlier today, but there was a tweet that was put out there in the wild that alludes to maybe, certainly, we may not be having any tech at all in ARK 2. Nekatus, we had him on the live Survival Evolved show this week talking about all things regarding the new Unreal 5 engine which ARK 2 is going to be running on, started to use the assets from ARK 1 and implement them into the new engine to create some of the most awesome screenshots I think I've ever seen. One in particular, where is it? This one I am in love with and has certainly made me want to go out and figure out how to do this myself, which is apparently pretty easy to do. All you need is the dev kit, Blender and Unreal Engine 5 and Bob's your uncle, job done. But no, it is seemingly a lot easier than it sounds, and Nekatus has yes been dabbling with a lot of different assets and creating some wonderful, awesome screenshots using this. One of which was of course the tech suit, and in a reply to that tweet that he put out, Cedric, our main man, the community manager, jumped in with, what is tech? Now, it's very out there assumptions. We know Ced likes to have a good laugh and a joke with us at times, but how techless is ARK 2 going to be? The devs have mentioned previously several times that this is going to be a return back to primitive. How primitive it's going to be, we don't quite know. Of course, in the original trailer, there is tech things in there, a cryopoded looking chamber and some other things in there, something that looks like it's straight out of Structures, plus the aggregator, I think it's called. So it's all up for debate at the moment. I know a lot of you out there want a return to primitive form, and is Ced just jumping on board for the lulz, or are we definitely going down that primitive road once again? I would love to hear your feedback on what you want. Please do comment below and let me know. And what's interesting is the devs are focused on this being a sandbox game first, survival second. In all of their marketing that they've put out there, and big shout out to Dododex who actually raised this on Twitter recently, every bit of marketing material we've seen so far highlights the word sandbox. Quite an old term really in the world of games, something you don't really hear anymore. Now ARK 1 of course jumped in as a primal survival experience, but then as the game evolved, developed, it did become more of a sandbox offering, and perhaps it's simply that the devs, the marketing team have recognized that yeah, it's sandbox first, survival second, because there's so many ways you can play ARK today, and it certainly isn't like what it was when it first came out, a bare bones survival experience. And perhaps they're just simply capitalizing on that, or is it just tinfoil hat time? Does it mean something? Does the word sandbox mean that it is going to be a very different game in its entirety? Probably not, it's just an order of words, but something to certainly think about. And that's all I've got for you today, but how exciting is the Andrewsarchus? Oh, I can't wait to finally get my hands on this when it drops in June. When in June, we don't quite know yet. There hasn't been an exact date given to us, but are you excited about this creature? Comment below, let me know. Until next time, my name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.